Hey everyone! It's time for me to do more of the Archon quest. I'm actually wondering, the Archon quest is actually quite long. Anyway, I may try to finish it tonight though. Uh, so I was trying to find where the bird mushroom thing is, and it's over this side. So I just ran a beeline straight towards it, and there's this portal thing, and I went in it, and sure enough, it's right here. So I'm gonna do, I leveled up, because of that I was able to level up Kale more, but now I need more mushrooms. I need to wait for all the mushrooms in Sumeru, the Rukashava mushrooms to respawn. But yay! Now Kale does a lot more damage, and I don't feel like I'm putting her straight into harm's way with no preparedness. Oh, I leveled up Aether's talents too. So that's a good thing. Oh yeah, last episode we got Kale because I did the event in the middle of the night because I was tired and impatient. And I was like, alright, you know what? I'm just gonna do this right now. But then I got Kale. Okay, so she's not fully leveled up yet. I farmed quite a lot of talent materials, but haven't been able to level her up more, so a lot of I can't upgrade her talents further yet. I need to ascend her first. This will help a little. Yay! We get more of these majestic hooked beaks. I think Klee is almost... Klee is almost friendship level 10, so maybe I'll come back here and do that whole thing again at the end of this episode. That'll be fun. Anyway, let's continue on with the Archon quest because I would like to do that. Actually, no, I should track it first. Where are we doing? Okay. Okay, over here. I love the little Aranara symbol for the event there. It's so cute. I appreciate, you know what, in these places I'm unfamiliar with, I do appreciate the yellow trails on the ground pointing me in the direction I need to go. Because sometimes it's like, I see where it is on the map, but I don't know the lay of the land yet, so I don't know the pathway to getting there. But now I do. Oh, and there's a teleport. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, here we are. Port Ormos. And we're officially here for the first time. We totally didn't come here before to do the event first.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
Ooh.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that...
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Well, guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds.
Well, there's always danger lurking in the crowds wherever we go.
Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads.
Sounds good.
We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have
But
much else
that
to
is
go
something. That is quite a significant thing we do know about the
Osmond
item.
told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item?
Yeah, right. We should figure out that before doing anything else.
Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market. Let's ask around and see what we come up with.
Okay, sounds good. Hello. How are you?
Welcome. Welcome. How can I help you two?
There's some travelers passing by.
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often
Oh,
come to
this
Port
is like the
Ormos to
graduation party
collect
place for them.
Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the Academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the Academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment.
Stress-free,
Some
I can
even say
definitely
it's
tell,
good luck
compared to
come
like
Port
being really
Ormos.
uptight in the
So
city.
students and
This place
researchers
is a little
come
bit more
flocking
laid
here
back.
when things get to be too much at the Academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the Academia.
They look pretty serious, maybe even a little worried.
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Okay, I can see that.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
No one's gonna believe that we're students from the Academia, though. We have literally no skills to prove that.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection.
The
I've even
Scarlet
heard that
King
the
and
Citadel of Red Czar is
Resurrection.
starting to get fed up with them.
I was reading some
What
of
was
the
that group
item
called again?
lore.
Ein something or other?
They're
That
called
name
Ein
came up.
El Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the Academia.
Oh, that's why we're supposed
It's
to
because
pose
the
as
kind of
students of
goods
the
that students
Academia.
are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made.
Okay,
I've
that's
heard that
why
Ein El Akhmar likes
you
to
wanted
set up
us to
shop
pose
at
as
the Jafar
students.
Tavern. Supposedly, if you're
There's
willing
still
to
no
part
way
with
for us to prove it, but that
500,000
explains why, at
we'll give
least.
you info on anything.
That's good.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left
And
for us
what are
now
you
is to find a
studying?
way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Looks like they got a plan. Looks like we got a plan.
Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that?
Apparently in Sumeru, yes it is. I mean, to be fair, selling knowledge is something that happens in other places too, but it seems to be a big deal here where knowledge is managed as a resource. The knowledge to be sold is very valuable. Whatever was stolen from the Academia was also related to knowledge.
So, what's our plan?
Let's try talking to one of the Eremites.
Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora. Have you lost your mind?
Well, reliable information is worth the price. And I won't let them off easy if it turns out to be a scam.
Oh, all right. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of mora. But if you know what you're doing...
We have
then
so
we
much
can give
more,
it a shot.
Paimon. I can get more. I just have to beat up those things that come out of the ley lines. And we'll be fine. We will be set for life, you know. Don't worry, Paimon. I got us covered. Look at this place. They make it seem like just a full city with, how much depth there is to... Where am I going? How much... I may as well go from this one. How much depth there is to the layers in the city. This way. We're going to another tavern. What is it with us and taverns? I guess taverns are good places to exchange information, and we're always trying to get information. That's why we keep ending up going into taverns.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they meant.
Alright, you sit down and wait for some time.
Oh, you've arrived. Please take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
Scarlet King is kind of like
They're nothing to be afraid of.
Orobashi for the
Our main rival
Wakatsumi
now is the
Islanders.
Battalion.
But for
We've
the
also amassed a
Eremites,
significant
like
amount
another
of more
god that
this time,
probably died
So we mustn't underestimate
in the Archon War.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with
Or
the boss
after the
when they're
Archon
nothing
War.
but a bunch of
Sometime
money-grubbing
around that time,
opportunists out
you
for a
know.
quick mora?
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Okay, so that's what they're trying
All
to do.
these guys talk about is the Scarlet King. So they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Yeah, they probably like an extreme
Greater
faction that
Lord
wants to
Ruka
revive
Devata.
their god. Just like there
That
was an
traitor and
extreme
her
faction of
followers must
Wakatsumi
not
that
be
wanted to
spared.
revive their god
The day
too.
will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
What are they talking about? Hmm?
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
And also in Leah, there was the Salt God too. So like, all these places had like different factions before the Archon War, and then it was unified, or not unified, but just like standardized to be 7 gods for 7 nations.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
I'm a student from the academia.
A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
We are partying. I mean, we are looking into info about a certain something.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Paimon can't stand to see so much
We're
more
loaded.
info.
We need to show these guys that we're the real deal too. So that way they don't take us seriously.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
I have one more question. Since I paid up so much, you can afford to tell me.
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're archaeology students.
Yeah, we're archaeology students.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King. Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata?
Greater Lord Ruka Devata,
Yeah.
yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Just thinking about it sickens
So
me.
maybe Greater Lord Rikudevata wasn't such a
But
peaceful
the story doesn't end
god
there.
after
no.
all.
The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King.
Can you tell us more about the Oracle?
I don't have anything to say to you Academia people about that.
Yeah, okay.
I think this
What if we hand you
conversation has reached
another
its end.
500,000 Mora?
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged Academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to
Hello.
sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory.
Okay.
Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the Mora you're worth.
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
This doesn't sound like business.
I
It sounds
told
like a
you the other
scam.
day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you, don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the Academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make
We
an
might just make an
exception.
exception.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to
Ooh,
negotiate
even
the
the
ownership of
Archons
Teyvat.
used war to negotiate
On
ownership of
the other
Teyvat.
hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all.
That
Then I'm
that
afraid
is
my
true.
next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by
This
then,
music's too chill for this
some
like,
things
tense
will have happened
conversation we're
that
having right
cannot
now.
be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling
Hey,
him
while
in
we're on
the
the subject, do we
future.
get our money back?
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp.
Oh, we're gonna
Don't
fight in
expect us to
public?
hold
We're not even
back.
going to like a spot in the middle of the forest for this?
Not so fast. First, you return
Oh,
the
thank you. We
500,000
get our
more to
money
them.
back. Thanks. Because of you.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the
Oh,
word to the students.
they're all
would it?
working for the bad guys, so like,
Well,
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too. Plus, he
Yeah.
seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask
Yeah,
him
can we pay
questions.
you money? Hey, why should we believe that their intel is fake, by the way?
After him.
Just because you say your intel is real? We'll prove that your intel is real then. Thank you very much. No, his intel is probably real. He has a vision. That means he's important.
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want?
Thank you for your help back there.
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about!
Yeah, we always get our answers.
Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something.
The thing we were
no?
trying to get info
Who
on.
exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
You know, in this situation, I should say, I am the traveler that took out Storm Terror and Fatui Harbinger Child and defeated the Raiden Shogun, and then he's gonna talk. But no, I'm just gonna say I'm a student from the academia.
A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Oh, I know a thing or two about swordplay.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
He doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that.
Yeah.
Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret.
Yeah, we do
taking
you
us
an
with
extra
you.
favor, you do us an extra favor. How about it?
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
Okay.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information,
We will
does
show
that
up, by
mean
the
you
way,
can tell
to
us
pay the debt
exactly
at the
what
very
we're
least,
after?
but do tell, what are we actually
You were
doing
willing
here?
to part with 500,000 Mora for something and you didn't even know what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile.
Alright.
Look,
Sounds good.
if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
Okay.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
It seems like some kind of knowledge.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before.
Yes.
This is what you've been looking for.
Oh, you just have it?
Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge.
I don't
like
like
a
the
miniature
idea of
Akasha.
canned knowledge.
Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents.
That does not feel right. Anyone?
Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is.
It's essentially
I
a
suppose.
convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them.
Oh,
They
so
were
you are
created as
also
a means for
illegal if you
scholars
happen to have one
transfer
right now.
knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite
Okay.
strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will
Yeah,
always
and
escape
once you invent
destruction.
something, you can't
After
uninvent
all,
it. You can't
there will
destroy all
always
of
be
them
those in this world who are
or
dissatisfied with
regulate
life as designed for
something
them by
like
the
that. I'm
Akasha
surprised you
and
can
wish
even
to
regulate
change their
the
fate.
Akasha.
Over the
Doesn't the
past
Akasha
century,
ever get, like,
a
hacked?
wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to Mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up.
Thank you. So I heard the Academia lost something recently, so it's probably a knowledge capsule?
Oh, so that's your true objective.
I want to learn more about it.
With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
Well, perhaps we can negotiate further.
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Go with Al-Haytham to a more secluded spot to continue your conversation. Lost in prosperity.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something.
We're great at helping people with stuff. What is it?
I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant.
Okay.
Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but
thankfully, we're
clear
not
that they had no
actually
intention of
students from
letting
the
me get any
Academia.
further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Sounds
Why do
good.
you want us to meet with her?
Because he wants knowledge, obviously.
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
So how do we
That's a
go
fair
about
condition.
doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
Alright, improvise we shall.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
It's not the most nerve-wracking thing we've done,
The true
Paimon.
challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
What? We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad.
Just let us handle it. Just let me handle it, Paimon. Don't go spending all your...
That's true. Have you two heard of Elemental
Oh,
Sight?
Elemental Sight. I can use Elemental Sight.
Oh, that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard.
I see. We use
Anyway,
Elemental
that ability should
Sight.
resolve your issue.
I get it. I understand.
Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference
So we
in
just
their
have
quality?
a bunch of these knowledge capsules which are illegal. Good to know.
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with Elemental Sight.
Oh, that one's glowy.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
The one on the left shines brighter.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through Elemental Sight.
I don't know how that works, but I will not question
That's
it.
because knowledge
Elemental Sight
originates from
itself is a
Irminsul,
mystery.
the root of Dendro power itself. The more
Oh,
powerful
I guess
the
he's gonna
knowledge,
explain how
the
that
richer
works.
it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value.
Oh, then how is supposed to know? It's
Using
good.
Elemental Sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds
So
pretty
you're saying we
impressive.
could still get
Here's a
scammed?
sheet with the informant's location and contact password.
Well, I guess it wouldn't
and
be a
here's the
scam to
Mora
us.
for
If we got
purchasing
valuable
canned
information that
knowledge.
was only relevant in the past, that's still gonna
Don't
be...
be cheap.
That's still more
You'll need to
lore
spend to catch
about
Dory's
Sumeru,
eye.
and I
If
love
there's any
reading the
more
lore.
left over, just keep it.
Oh, you're giving us Mora just like Child. Are you like the new
Oh,
Child?
And be sure to
Are you just like
exercise some
Sumeru
caution.
Child?
There have been Matra present in Port
Spend as
Ormos
much
lately.
money as you need to get the
Your
job done.
efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Keep the rest.
Matra?
They're like the guards, right?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time.
I'm willing to take that risk.
Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikella Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then.
Okay, you have a deal.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
This guy actually strikes a reasonable deal. So, good to know.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
We want to buy some unripe hara fruits.
What a unique palate. We have unripe hara fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Okay.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Yes, we're in the back now.
These two want to buy unripe hara fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You two, please follow me.
That's right. We are in now.
You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Oh, we're wearing a Sumeru rose?
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch.
Oh, we got a code. We got a code.
No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Oh yeah, we're wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Thanks for reading all the instructions, Paimon.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm
Oh
a
no,
few
trust.
things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our
Oh no, you're
hara
speaking
fruits
in
were taken
code.
by mice.
Oh my gosh. Because it should be the first one, but what if the second one is actually the code word?
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means they sold out.
Ah, I'm sorry. But as things...
Darn it, I was right. Congratulations to you is the instructions. Shoot. Is there actually a construction item? Morning flower can knowledge, okay. Sumeru rose, something that's not illegal. Mouse is customer. So taken by mice is sold to customers, of course. Vishbalon Tiger is the Matra, so that's the guards. So of course taken by Vishbalon Tiger is confiscated. Cultivate customer skills corresponds to hara fruit that causes dizziness and ringing in the ears. Compliment a customer of what does erudition mean? I don't know if that's good or a bad thing. Hara fruit that causes heat stroke? Okay. Sumeru City style is small. Port Ormo style is in bulk. Wait. So I'm saying congratulations to you. I'm saying congratulations, you sold out your stock? Okay, I guess that makes sense. They sold out their stock. But I could just as easily say, oh no, that's terrible. You don't have enough stock to keep selling stuff to me. So why would that be bad then?
Before I retrieve your products, I need... Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Oh, I see. Sorry to hear that. If I thought this was more like, that's too bad. If I said that's too bad, that would also make sense, because I was looking to buy some of those hara fruits, you know.
Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know.
Okay.
You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
What was it again? Good and erudition? I don't know what erudition means. Can I look this word up quick? What is erudition? I need to know if that's the negative option or not. Hold on. I'm literally getting the dictionary out right now. Merriam-Webster. Erudition. Extensive knowledge acquired chiefly from books, profound, recondite, or bookish learning. Education, knowledge, learnedness, learning, literacy, scholarship. The antonyms are ignorance, illiteracy, and illiterateness. Okay, so I want the best knowledge, so I want something that causes heat stroke.
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is the answer to erudition. Ugh, eating something that causes heat stroke.
What don't I want? Isn't erudition, like, good?
I'm sorry. But as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill your order. Why don't you two think things over?
Also,
He's cautious of us. Let's take a...
Also, if I was this guy, I would not give us so many chances, but thankfully this is a video game.
Before I retrieve
Okay,
your
I
products,
get it. You're the
please
products,
forgive me,
alright.
but
Congratulations,
we may
you
not
sold
have
out all of
sufficient
your
stock
horror
for you
fruits.
today. Earlier, many of our horror fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make
Dizziness
you
with
dizzy?
a side of tinnitus, please.
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating horror fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Would you like your horror fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port
Okay.
Ormos style?
Sumeru is small, Port Ormos is large. I want lots of information, right?
Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products
Yeah.
beautifully.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
You run. You didn't use your code word. What about the tigers?
The matcha? Where? Oh, Hatham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here.
Well, that guy just booked it.
We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
Shoot, you went upstairs. See anyone here? Or is that your way of seeing if we can keep up with you and therefore we're worthy of being sold the knowledge? Is this part of your test?
He
ran that way. Up here? Down there. Higher. Okay, up here.
Look, he's over there.
He's actually probably leading us to the place we need to go. I hope.
Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way.
Thanks.
Another password. Oh, that voice came from behind the building
Alright,
on the right.
looks like we made it.
Here, over here. You can stop running now.
Hello. I like your sunglasses.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
Yes, because the whole thing was just made up.
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good.
Was running around so suspiciously hard, like, really necessary?
Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
Careful, Paimon.
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business.
Okay.
But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings.
Yeah, pretty shady.
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be
Yeah, we've been criminals many times, so we could say you were shady.
business with
Yeah.
people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business. We don't need
an
any of
honest
that.
business.
Wouldn't you agree?
Selling
So
illegal
that's why
information.
I prefer to have customers like you.
Yeah.
It's your first time here,
Fellow
but
criminals.
don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, Then we're all good.
Can you show us your products?
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead. Help yourselves. Voila!
Voila!
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd
I
probably
feel like we should be indoors right now. So someone could still see us right here.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some
Oh,
suggestions.
wait, we know what we're looking for.
Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in all of Teyvat have ever studied it, making it extremely
Is one of them
rare.
Elon Musk?
It's on sale now for 350,000 mora. Yeesh. Who would want to be an expert in that topic? Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat in the early
Ooh,
Archon
I
War
personally am
period?
actually really interested in
With
that.
this
Do you notice
one,
when we go to
you
like
can
all the
become an
ruins in
expert
all
in
the
historic
nations?
architecture
There are
preservation
similar like
and find an
ruins which show that
excellent, well-paying
that which
job in
prove
nearly
that there was a
any
unique
nation.
culture, or not unique, a unified culture.
Now this sounds like it could be useful.
Before there were the 7
2
nations, which I
million
think was
mora,
confirmed in
and it's
Enkanomiya.
yours. No discounts.
I'd pay 2 million for that. That's a lot. That's worth it. But only because I can just beat up more monsters from the flowers to get money. I wouldn't pay real money
The
for
contents and price of each
knowledge like
capsule
that.
are indicated in small text on the body of each
Yeah,
one.
should not
down
be
at the
that
bottom.
high price.
Alright, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
Elemental sight. Okay, 3 of them are glowing. I'll take this one. And this one. As well as this one.
Ah, you've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
You pick and choose a variety of canned knowledge. Now we are successfully criminals in Sumeru as well. Mondstadt is the only place where we have not had a criminal record at all.
You are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the
We
extravagant.
now are criminals for the
Customers
possession of
like you
canned
are a
knowledge.
rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000 even. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more and more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value
Am I
of
being
1
scammed?
million
But I guess we need to
mora.
win her trust, so whatever. We'll do it. You give us 10, like 90% off
Spend another 100K,
on
and we
another.
get a capsule
You
worth
buy
1
3, get 90% off one. Calm down, Paimon. Don't let her trick you into spending more. I feel like I'm being scammed, but at the same time, if we spend more money, will she trust us more?
But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million mora. Isn't that a fantastic deal? Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything we bought belongs to Al-Haytham.
Don't utter his name in
Least
front of
bit
her.
curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself?
You just want to see me try it. Well, I don't know.
Come on. We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's moral left. So
Like I
let's
said,
put it to
don't
good
utter
use
his
by
name in
finding
front of
something
her.
useful for you. Ahem. You've got a deal, Dory. We'd like to spend an extra 100,000 mora. Excellent. Then please, select from this fine collection of canned knowledge over here.
Ooh, the good stuff.
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones
Well, the
from
ones over there
there
don't cost 1 million more.
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something
The
to your
ones on the other
liking.
side, a lot of them are
Please,
cheaper.
take your time. Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these.
They're all bad, aren't they? Yep.
So, what did you see?
They all seem to be equally bright. Or equally dim, I suppose.
So, they're all worth about the same amount?
Well, yeah.
anyway, the mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of
Ancient runes might be useful.
Oh, how about this one? Sword fighting techniques.
Sword fighting techniques could be good too.
Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right?
We're gonna learn something really important in this knowledge caps, aren't we? Whatever makes Paimon happy.
Dory, we'll take this one.
Yay.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your Mora to Dory and doors will open.
Sounds good. Thank you for your time.
As with Dory went smoothly enough, let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham.
Ever so
Hopefully now
close.
he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
Now you're scared. Oh, I got more from that quest, ironically. We purchased canned knowledge, which okay. That sure is something. Wait, what was I searching for? Oh, right, I want to look at, what is this 5-star item? Canned knowledge labeled for sword fighting techniques, number 8. It was bought from Dory's booth at the price of 100,000 more at Paimon's instigation. You have no idea where the first 7 in the series are, but things like combat techniques will always be useful. Well, probably. So we get 1 5-star item from every region. We got one from Mondstadt, one from Lita, one from Inazuma, Teapot, and Sumeru. Is this the item we get for Sumeru? Alright, sure. Whatever you say. Alright, let's give this back to Alhaitham. Yay! We got the stuff you wanted. And also, I think Dory trusts us, so... She might not trust us if she sees us hanging out with you, but... That's not... What happens after is not part of our deal.
And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Very successful indeed.
There's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakala Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
Okay.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come here. Okay now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
Here's the canned knowledge.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost now?
Yep. Do tell.
Before that, I have to ask. Why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
You're so nice. You're like, you know, thanks for your help. You don't have to show up if you don't want to. Thanks for your help. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. You're being too nice to us. That's suspicious to me. No, you know what? No. People being nice is not suspicious. He's just a good guy, probably. Probably. I don't know, this guy's giving me Child vibes, and I really thought Child was a good guy too. So I don't know. We want to meet with the Dendro Archon.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru
Yeah, we
for
spent
a
this
while
whole
now,
Archon
but we
quest
still
looking for
haven't
a way.
found a way. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track.
Good.
A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Well, that's unfortunate to have been lost.
There's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or how to find your sister?
That would be nice.
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
Okay.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next.
Your goal is to find it too?
I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is.
Okay, fair
As
enough.
you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their
He looks
eyes
like he's
on
wearing
it.
headphones.
It is an extremely precious item. The
You
knowledge
know, so
contained
the
within may
Eremites
bring great
also said
power
that like
or
their
wealth
god
to
gave them
whoever
like
has it in their possession.
advanced technology.
Several brigades have
Kind
been
of like
vying for
Conria has
ownership
kind
of
of
it
like
as
advanced
of late,
technology too.
but there is still no victor.
Though their civilization
My
probably
personal
existed
finances and connections cannot
before
compete with those
Conria.
of the Eremites.
But just knowing
After
that
attempting
there's
various methods,
all these
I
multi
finally
layers to
managed
the
to reach
history
a tentative
is
agreement with several brigades.
pretty cool.
I agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding
Yeah, that's right.
what
There's
it
no
is.
harm in understanding what it is.
However,
There's no harm in
there are
learning
those
more
who are less
knowledge. So what I
amenable
don't
to
understand is like
negotiation, such as those
have
from
to
Ain al-Ahmar.
give
They
you only need to
adamantly
know
believe
your
that the
knowledge is a
divine
need to
knowledge
know
capsule
basis, and you
contains the
guys don't need
Scarlet
to
King's
know for
power,
like literally
and that he
every
will
piece of
return to
knowledge.
this world when they
Like
obtain
that
it.
doesn't seem right.
They refuse
People
to let
were
anyone from the
curious about like
academia tarnish their daily
general
soul.
things. I mean, yeah, of course
So you
there's
kept
some
hounding
secrets,
them
but
because they
there's so
refused to
much information
cooperate
being
with
withheld in this place.
Yes, Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary.
Yeah, they want the capsule to
To
revive their
that
god
end,
with divine
they've
knowledge.
resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me.
I see.
The divine knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To
It's like a
ensure the
silent
capsule's
auction.
security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the divine knowledge capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
Sounds good.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the divine knowledge capsule
Yeah,
is.
okay.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us.
Unless we get
The
caught.
day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the divine knowledge capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the divine knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation?
Yes, that's exactly what I want. Thank you.
Okay. Then
Oh,
we'll
we
meet
also
up in
gotta
2
fight
days.
at the brawl too.
Hey, Thumb, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the academia's nose is a bit problematic.
Yeah,
though.
as I say, we shouldn't
What do
take
you
that
say we
stuff
head to
out
the outskirts
here.
of town?
What, do we just like take a wire and connect it to our Akasha terminal? Oh, you mean way out outside the city. That makes a lot of sense, but that means I gotta walk there. It's okay. Ether is good at running. Oh, especially since we have Kazuha on the team, that means the sprinting stamina is less. Look at these flowers. Very nice flowers. Hey, I can do that time trial since we're coming around this side. No, I have to try it again without falling into the water. Or going above the
Alright,
particles and then falling
This
into the
place
water.
works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken
Oh
by
wow,
the
Paimon,
Eremites
you
to
lucked
augment their
out in
battle
picking a random
capabilities.
one.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
Mm-hmm.
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of
Oh,
strength.
okay.
We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. One before using this knowledge capsule, and
Oh, you
one
mean
after.
wait, it's
While
not
you
just like
fight, we
reading a
can use
book,
an
like they're
Akasha
actually gonna like
terminal to monitor your various physical
put the
parameters.
information
There may
into
be
me?
variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests.
I'm not
as
sure
well as a
how
disparity in
these
your
things are
opponent's abilities.
weird.
But don't worry. I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding effects.
Also, we use the Akasha terminal to you open these knowledge capsules or test the things regarding them.
Grades on everything.
Can't the academia use that to track whether we're doing illegal activity or not? I guess they didn't. Maybe they have like privacy laws. I guess they can't do that.
So
But
why
still.
are you risking getting caught by the mantra for this capsule?
Why are you risking? Oh. Yeah, why? Yeah, I guess that's true. You didn't need to get canned knowledge to pass your exams, so you technically are a clean student right now.
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
Sounds good. I can fight as I normally do. Ether only fights. Now that I've upgraded Ether's talents a little bit, much better experience. Okay, but I'm still getting frozen.
Spring forth!
Dendro!
Propagate!
I gotta say, the Dendro powers are pretty cool. It just feels so refreshing to have something new, like a new element. It's because even though Dendro's running the game the whole time, it's basically a new element now in terms of like the reactions and playable characters and stuff. And drown a mushroom. What do you think? I'm gonna mark this fishing spot since you didn't immediately suck me back into the conversation. I will come back there once I get the relevant fishing bait.
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule.
So do we just get injected with information?
I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
Okay. So it's not like reading a book, it's like... Oh, you want me to actually go in and open it? As if I saw countless sword-wielding figures fighting in one moment, and then in the next, they disappeared into the recesses of my memory. Yeah, you are being injected with information.
Hey, how are you feeling?
I felt something for a moment. Whatever was inside the knowledge capsule became a part of my memory.
You mean that it worked?
All right. Time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before.
Okay, I'm curious to see how this is different. The House of Canned Time? What does that mean? What does this mean? Use the canned knowledge. What do you mean canned time? I feel that feels like it's telling me something.
Propagate!
I don't feel like we're fighting any differently. I don't know if you agree or not. I wonder what the stats are gonna say. The data that we're collecting. So like, is the Akasha terminal actually more like an Apple Watch? An Apple Watch if Apple Watch had Safari or like a web browser on it. And that was its main function. But it can also do all the other stuff too. Plants. What do you think? Good?
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Oh, hey, Thumb. How's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
Well, that's better than 0%.
How much?
Basically nothing, because we are just already awesome.
Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were
Yeah,
unable to
if we
produce
gave
a
this to like
substantial
somebody
increase.
else, no combat experience, I'm sure
At the very least,
those
this
would
test allowed me
skyrocket.
to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information. Pay her as much as she requests.
Okay. See, that experiment wasn't fully... That experiment didn't work fully because you need to have some sort of control, right? I guess in that experiment the control is us fighting before the knowledge capsule. The problem is you have two variables that you can't really quantify when there's two variables. One is how much the knowledge capsule was intended to increase Ether's level of ability to fighting, and the money, the monetary value of that. Like, if you have too many, like if we had a thing like, okay, this much money for this much knowledge, then how much knowledge did you get? You can determine that by how much money we spent to how much knowledge. And another thing we're missing too is really being able to quantify how much fighting ability Ether had before. Whereas, okay, very much if we knew how much knowledge, quantifiable knowledge was inside the capsule, then we could do an experiment to assess its value. Am I being too scientific about this? Maybe just a little bit. I don't think this was intended to be taken as scientifically as I'm trying to do this right now. I also don't think I completely hit the nail on that, but you get the idea of what I'm saying, right? You have more than one variable in this experiment, so you can't really quantify or assess whether it's been done right or not. Alright, this should be enough. I know, we just stood here for 2 days.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Okay. Oh, she's in the same spot. How do I get up there? Like, how did I get up there before? Obviously, I got up to the upper levels before in order to unlock the teleport waypoint. I'm not climbing up there. Okay, we're just gonna teleport then. Oh, little Arnor! Hello there, Dory. We are serious customers. We've come back here.
Oh, welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way.
Okay, that's good to know.
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
Can we get Ether's sister back?
So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind.
I'd like to buy info on the whereabouts of the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Oh! I knew customers with pockets pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap.
Okay.
After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big, big trouble.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious. How you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it?
True. How do we know?
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to
Well,
secure
that does
my
seem
sales.
like how to do good business,
For
just
the
like,
information's
you know,
authenticity,
YouTubers.
well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute
Okay.
it.
I'll buy the information.
It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain el-Ahmar.
Okay, so they got what they wanted.
El-Ahmar? You mean the Eremites who worship the Scarlet King?
Ah, so you're already familiar with
Yeah,
them.
a little bit.
The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of the Scarlet King.
Okay.
That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright
Red. So maybe it was containing the
capsule is
knowledge from the
clearly
Scarlet
visible
King,
in
since
the
the other one
picture I
seemed to be
took.
green.
You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else
I'll
in
keep
the
that in
future.
mind, thanks.
More for Dory opens doors.
More Fedora opens doors, alright. Fair enough.
We figured out where the Divine
They
Knowledge
just gave us the
Capsule is.
picture?
Turns out, it ended up in
This
the
is
hands of
evidence. I'm not
Ain
sure we should be
el-Ahmar.
carrying this on us.
Let's head back and talk to Al-Haytham.
Is he waiting in the exact same spot? He is. Of course he is. Also, I guess the fighting ability was quantifiable according to the Akasha, but you
Really?
know what I mean. It's like,
Alright. Let's hear it.
it's in the hands of Ain al-Ahmar, the very group we're about to face.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel. Have a look.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites' transaction. But then, to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move,
Especially since the
Dory.
cameras in this era are so big. They're not like a little
Alright.
phone that you
The person in this
just
picture
keep
is
in your
indeed
pocket.
Misery, the leader of Ain al-Ahmar. And the glowing red capsule he's holding appears to be the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week,
Wait, that's still
we should
next
be able
week?
to force them
Hasn't
to
half
show
the
their
week
hand.
already passed by?
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain el-Ahmar guys. But now, it sort of makes sense. Everything's playing right into your
Yeah.
hands. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp.
Ooh, we're showing up early. We'll be there.
See you then.
See you then. Thanks, buddy. Okay, good. Thank you for not making me wind the clock a few days.
Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he
Hello.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the
Sorry
pier
to
in
keep
front
you
of
waiting.
Farrow's
I hope that's not a
lighthouse.
sign of something.
Yep, let's go.
You were busy doing something instead of meeting us. Ever so close. Go to the agreed location. Where is the agreed location? Oh, of course, it's on this side. This teleport waypoint is in a very useful spot. Ah, there's a fly in my room. No! Not now. We're about to do this big fight. You can't bother me now. Look at the trees. They build all their cities into trees here. Sumeru is like one of the first places we have that has multiple major cities, right? It has Sumeru City and also Port Ormos. Like, Leah has Leah Harbor and also Wangshu Inn. I'm not sure I'd consider Wangshu Inn to be like a city though. And think about Inazuma. Inazuma had like a lot of villages, but there's mostly the big city and that's it. Same with Mondstadt as well.
I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually
We
show
never
up.
go back on our word.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind.
Backup? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine. Your funeral.
Your funeral, he says,
to
people who've gotten fought the Tui Harbingers.
Get 'em, boys!
Get 'em, boys, famous last words. Those will be written on your tombstones.
Good luck, you two.
That's close enough.
Exchange pointed words with the members of Ain al-Ahmar. Pointed words, indeed. We will fight just as well as we would have without the Divine Knowledge capsule.
Where do you think you're going?
Germinate! That's right. You guys probably didn't expect that I could use elemental energy without a vision, but you were wrong, and now you shall pay.
Propagate! No more tricks up your sleeve. Take that! Propagate! Scatter!
Goodbye. That's right, just follow and fall forever and just start spazzing out as you get crushed into a crate. That looks like a horrible way to die. Oh, cutscene time. Uh-oh.
Scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can...
Did you use it? What did you learn? What did you learn in the capsule?
Boss?
Did you use it? So maybe divine knowledge is not the best idea after all.
Boss! Boss! What's wrong?
Uh-oh.
What happened to him?
The Akasha is red.
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Whoa. You okay there?
Target acquired. Arrest him.
Target acquired. I told you we shouldn't have had this brawl in public.
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away.
Oh, he got the divine knowledge capsule. I think we should have had this fight outside the city too. forget me? Wait a minute.
That just happened. It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
It looks like he used the divine knowledge capsule.
You mean the divine knowledge capsule did that to him?
Speaking of which, Hypatia did mention...
You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
Yeah, you're right. He couldn't
I've
handle
heard
what
of
he
numerous
learned.
Incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
I heard that too. In Irminsul, in the tree. That's exactly what I heard before at Irminsul.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the divine knowledge capsule back too. What a shame.
No, they didn't, but we shouldn't be talking about this in public.
Paimon didn't expect the divine knowledge capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if we tried to open it.
I still want to try it. Because I think Ether is special. He can handle
As
stuff.
things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
Okay.
We were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we can go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery.
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head
Yeah, we gotta go to the festival.
We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good.
Yep, let's return to Sumeru City.
Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
Until we meet again. You know, he takes out the divine knowledge capsule and tries using it for himself.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
What higher-ups does he speak of? Is he talking about the Academia? Or someone else? Alright, just like we unlocked the next part actor immediately. Alright, but that took a while to finish the first act, so I think that's gonna be the episode. Oh right, I said I was gonna fight the tree mushroom thing again. The tree mushroom? The bird mushroom thing again. It's also a tree. The tree bird mushroom. Since, you know, mushroom are fungi and trees are plants, so that's technically not the same thing. So if I mention them both, then that's technically not the same thing. That was very interesting. Yeah. Actually, what the 3 episodes I made for Act 1 actually work out really well. In that, the first one we spent in Gandharvaville, then the next one we spent in Sumeru City, and the third one we spent in Port Ormos. Which I guess shows that the quest itself is divided up into 3, you know, nice parts that I could just consume at a reasonable pace. Because I think that took me over 4 hours in total. But thankfully, I could take good breaks. So we learned a lot. We learned that most people in Sumeru don't care about Lesser Lord Kusanali, but there are some who do. And specifically, it seems to be the people who still believe in dreams. Mostly children and people who are children at heart, or remember things from their childhood. In connection with this, okay, it's pretty clear the voice we heard back in the Golden Apple Archipelago was Lesser Lord Kusanali. If so, we know that she has power over mirages and dreams, and that she's a little bird who just is watching over us. And she just wants to see everyone be happy. but adults who are just always pursuing knowledge and always seeking new things and never taking a break and are never having fun with what they're doing aren't, necessarily happy. So I think in the Sub-Zero Festival, we will definitely learn more about how Lesser Lord Kusanali thinks of things. You think about it. For the prologue, Act 1 and Act 2, for Mondstadt, Leah, and Inazuma, we always meet the Archon in Act 2. Always. We met Venti at Act 2 with the prologue, we meet Zhongli in first chapter of Act 2, and then we get we make a big scene at the Vision Hut Decree with the Red Shogun in Act 2. So that means in Act 2 we're definitely going to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali. Is Klee friendship level 10? Klee is friendship level 10!
So heavy.
So heavy. But that's okay, you will throw them at our enemies, and then we will go play with you in Dodoko. Alright, thanks for watching this episode. In the next episode, I don't know what we're gonna do. Are we gonna go continue the story? We're gonna explore more of Sumeru? There's a whole world waiting for us, and I'm excited. So stay tuned. See ya, bye!